everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Lauren and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark Canada and eBay. If you're familiar with Poshmark at all, you'll know that it's a popular place to sell high-end designer brands. And when it comes to selling those online, you want to make sure you're selling something that is authentic or buying something that's authentic. So Poshmark has a really great program for this. It's called Poshmark Authenticate. So when you sell an item over a certain dollar amount, your item gets shipped to their headquarters and they have their professional authenticators actually look at the item you sold and make sure it's real before sending it to the buyer. So I sold my first item that had to go through Poshmark Authenticate, so I thought it'd be a good idea just to share with you guys how that works, what the process is, in case you find yourself selling designer items in the future. So let's pretend that this bag here is the one I sold. Step number 1, do a little happy dance because you just sold a high-end designer item. So when listing the item, some important things to remember is to make sure that it is authentic before posting it, because Poshmark does have the power to remove listings that aren't authentic. Also, other buyers and sellers have the option to report it if they think that it's a fake. So the bag that I sold was the brand MCM, and it's a very high-end designer brand. Usually sell above $1,000 up to like $3,000, I believe. So the bag I found, I picked it up at Salvation Army. They had it in their showcase for $250. So it did have this little card. I'll post some pictures up on here so you guys can see the bag that I sold. So it had the little authentication cards with it and everything. I did some research in store and everything looked good, so I paid the $250 for it. Then when I was home, I joined a couple Facebook groups that specialize in authenticating MCM, and everyone who looked at the bag said it looked legit. So I went ahead and I posted it on Poshmark. I listed it for $1,500, and a couple weeks in, I got an offer for $1,100, and I was ecstatic. I accepted it right away. Now your job is to ship it. So whenever you're doing any orders on Poshmark, you want to make sure that your shipping and your packaging looks presentable. But if you're selling a super expensive item, you want to be a little bit more careful. One tip that I have when selling, I used to do this for all my items, but I found it to be too time consuming. So now I just do it for my more expensive items. I take a video of every angle possible of the item with the shipping label. So I put the shipping label right on the floor beside it and do like a couple-minute video. And then if I feel like it, I'll even do a video of me packaging it. So on my shipping label, it said Poshmark headquarters, which was in BC. So the package will be sent there first. They'll authenticate it before it gets sent to the buyer. So they were having some backlog issues. So for my bag, it took about 9 days to be completed. And once it was completed, I received this notification on my phone just saying that it had been marked as authentic and it was being shipped to my buyer. So now it was just a waiting game for my buyer to get it. She got it, she accepted it, and it was marked order complete. So I was really excited to have that sale. It was my highest dollar sale to date. And I think that after Poshmark does their authentication, they wrap the item up all nicely and they put like stickers in it or something. I have seen a couple of videos on TikTok. It's a pretty straightforward process, so it's not something that you should be stressed about unless you have any worries about your item not being authentic. And again, I think you can pay like $10 to $20 to get a professional to authenticate it, or you can look up Facebook groups for people who specialize in authenticating. Or you could even take it to a consignment shop and they'll be able to do it for you too. So I really hope this video was helpful for anyone who is looking to get into selling higher end designer goods, but they are worried about the Poshmark Authenticate. And I don't think I mentioned this, but I think it's if you sell something for over $700 in Canada and $500 in the US, that's when it goes to the Poshmark headquarters. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you found it helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!